Alrighty, good evening ladies and gentlemen. Maelstrom behind the mic for a new stream of Rise of the Ritz Internal. First of all, I wish you all a happy new year. I hope you had great end of 2022 and all the best for 2023. Today we will showcase some of the new goods for Rise of the Ritz. And it seems that we're starting with an arena match. This game is full. Is a hunter joining us? Maybe, maybe not. If he chooses to join the chat, he's the boss, so he can. Right, so we will start with Arena, Calvin versus Composite Armor. Should be interesting. So yeah, due to how this engine works, I have to join last. I cannot organize them, but you know, we do what we have to. Right, let's accept. Lots of goodies you've shown so far, and still more coming. Yes, it's gonna be a very big update, Mr. Devant Gaming. Alright, so we have China versus USA. So this is a 1v1 arena map made by Skit and Bruce. And as you can see, it's perfectly compatible with Rise of the Ritz 1.9. Oh, arena. Yes, we are reviving it. So for those who do not know the rules of arena maps, you start with all your production buildings right away, but if they are destroyed, they cannot be rebuilt. You also have bounties on all factions, so if you destroy enemies, you will earn a bit of money. You start with unlimited power, so you do not have to worry about this. And you have turrets that help you defend your base. And every now and then, I do not know the exact timings, you have waves of creeps that will spawn. And those creeps are militia units. Just join your stream to commentate. It would be a pleasure once it goes live, Black Ranger, to have you on co-commentary. So here we have Composite Armor, who has gotten a few Guardian drones to help with his push. Very good choice against scripts, because of course they are all vehicles, so it gives a non-negligible advantage, while Calvin chose to use what do you call them now? Troop crawlers for their support capabilities. So apparently artillery comes very soon, as we can see this one here. This unit here has not been seen a lot from what I recall. It's a Vulcan APC. Okay. But if your creeps kill your enemies creeps, it will not grant you any money though, of course. Well, those waves spawn very fast. So yeah, it will be constant action. Calvin has put a supply center right near the central area. Very good use of the mule drone, the ammunition drone ability here, distracting briefly the Vulcan APC. However, as powerful as those Guardian drones, you will have trouble against artillery. More use of the ammunition drone. However, it seems that the missiles are completely independent from the turrets. Interesting. Spear protocol chosen by composite armor, increasing the range of his drones. Pretty cool. So here we do have... It is already tier 1. Where is this propaganda center? I don't know. Yeah, so far it's only creeps fighting here, while both players are taking up. Worried that I do not find the prop center. Ah, it's here. Yeah, right next to the airfield for faster reload. Very good plan. Also, Colonel Burton is really powerful here, so very good choice by Calvin to mine all his thing. Yeah, I saw it afterwards. Cerberus turrets here providing much needed fire support. Railguns have been purchased for the Guardian drones, increasing range and damage will prove instrumental. Not really for a push right now, but for a consistent cash flow. Troopcrawler sits near the artillery, granting them increased rate of fire, which can be very dangerous for such powerful units. Cerberus turret taking down MiG. MiGs are doing a very good job here. Hunter Killer, good choice. However, be careful of the Cerberus turrets. We have a Widowmaker in the air. More drones being squashed. Artillery. It seems that for now there is no clear advantage between the two players, but it seems that there is a pretty clever use of propaganda to slowly gain advantage here. But those Guardian drones are decided to slow the advance. Artillery units trying to relocate, but sadly doesn't manage and gets destroyed. Cerberus turret will not allow anything. Artillery would be good for dealing with the Cerberus turret. Yes, but since it's AI controlled, it's not that easy. Also keeping in mind that there are limitations in what units can the players do to avoid it to make too easy. For instance, nuke cannons are limited in numbers, some generals' power are not accessible, etc, etc. It's a pretty fun game mode. Requires different tactics from the usual gameplay. You cannot rely on secondary economy because, well, it doesn't exist. Oh yeah, the Cerberus turrets are now the next big obstacle in Calvin's way. We have Paladins in the field. We have a railgun one. Little addition, little buff that was recently added to the railgun Paladin is that in addition of increasing its damage against tanks and its range, now it also slightly increases its rate of fire. But it's still a dedicated... Wow. Tank hunter. Overloads too. I heard somewhere that for propaganda is less effective than from other units. That's false. Yeah, but you know, the problem with the Cerberus turret is that they are very, very powerful. You need to outrange them, because I don't think many units can sustain that kind of firepower. The Paladin tank tries to escape. Also, you may have noticed, but here and there are a few flak troopers, and the effect of flak weaponry has been updated. Now you have that glowing projectile that is visible, which I absolutely love, especially on Twin Fangs. Black Lotus disabling the Railgun Paladin. Colonel Burden trying to snipe Lotus with the grenade launcher. Didn't succeed. It's a pretty balanced fight so far. Calvin is still at rank 1, while composite armor is at rank 2 already. We have first Flame Hun in the air. More bunker loads. See that glowing projectile. I'm a massive fan of this one. Here we have another Paladin tank. Oh, this one is a Tusk. So, well, it will be destroyed before I can showcase it. But now Paladins get a third kit, the Tusk kit, which gives it a better armor. Well, not better armor, but more health, actually. And also grants him additional PDL, so you can have 3 PDL instead of 1. And this bonus has been removed from the Crab. Yep, Tusk. So the Tusk doesn't change anything in the weaponry. See, this is the Twin Fang firing, absolutely gorgeous. And yes, the Tusk is now purely defensive, and the Crab Paladin maybe has also been it has been updated, and maybe we will be able to see it. We have a B-52 strike. Also, something to notice is that now the kits are completely free to purchase, to install rather, and they are applied immediately when you click the button. But as a counterpart, the Paladin is slightly more expensive. It goes to 1700 instead of 1500. Right. It seems that Calvin is trying to push his defensive line with the Propaganda Overlord and the 3 Twin Fangs. We have Thermite drones. Very dangerous units in that kind of configuration. Yeah. They get sniped. Railgun Paladin here again, dealing absolutely monstrous damage to the grids. Steel chips to the tank spears. It's a heavy tank, not a super heavy tank, so one should compare it to a Kodiak tank instead of comparing it to an Overlord. So here, no, this one is not a crit. Also chose a railgun for this one. Black Napalm has been purchased, so he went for the Scorched Earth GP. Seems that he requested a repair drone. And more snipes incoming, and we have a Tomahawk launcher for long range damage. And we have one of the militia artillery destroying the Cerberus. One or two more shots and it will be gone. The artillery got destroyed. It got outsniped by the Tomahawk launcher. One Cerberus is destroyed. Will open the way. Volunteer squad are good in this situation. Have a spec ops drop, but we have another artillery dealing with the Cerberus 2, and second Cerberus is destroyed. Bart Jones 67, thank you a lot for the raid. Yeah, the Paladin's upgrades are now free. Sajat, your information is outdated actually. Welcome to the channel, Bart Jones. And yeah, thanks a lot for the raid. Really appreciate it. And everyone who joined, be welcome to the channel. So we have the first push into enemy territory from Calvin, pushing with 2 Overlord tanks, and it seems that Composite Armor calls the GG. He called the GG. He saw that the firepower was too much. Wait. Hey yo.
Hey.
Do you want me to stay here, or do you not want to be in the stream?
And is my voice right in the stream right now?
Right now, yes.
Oh dear.
I can leave if you're not comfortable with this.
Yeah, I'm not that comfortable with being on stream, honestly.
Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Okay. Okay, so let's go with the regular one, I guess. There. And let's go on not nuclear winter. The classic yes meme. Pretty much, yes. Let's go with good old Gorge Drought. This one, which is one of my favorite 1v1s. Alrighty, we have GLA versus ECA. So we have Ecoli as the Sky Blue ECA versus Calvin as the Orange GLA. Uh-huh. Do not pay attention, this is a glitch. Let's just print screen. Gonna report this. Stand by.
I think that's already been reported.
Oh, thanks. Hello, Bruce. What is the name of this map? It's Gorge Drought. It's in the official playlist, and since the open beta at least, it's a very good map. What do we have? We have equally. This is 50k. Oh, whoa. It's a glitch. It's a glitch, Black Ranger. Are they gonna play 50k? Yeah, I think they are. Sorry. Yeah, mismatch. So that's settled. Waves hand. There is no propaganda upgrade. It's a dummy upgrade, yes. Create game. 10k. Open. There we go. Yeah, usually you have that kind of odd stuff. Oof. ECA mirror. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, there was a slight rework of GLA upgrades. As of now, the command track does not benefit from the observation scanner anymore. Now it has its own dedicated upgrade for the scanner and stealth. And now the observation scanner only benefits the observation van. ECA mirror, nobody leaves their base. Ah. There is big rework for the ECA incoming.
The big changes aren't on this build, are they?
No.
No. Soon.
Soon.
Also, hi everybody.
So we have Mr. Composite Armor in the chat, yes. Newly added to the team. Very good USA player, as you could see.
Very good in air quotes.
Who is in voice chat? It's Composite Armor, not the upgrade, the player. So we have forward expansion here for E. coli. I think that none of the players took... Oh, yeah, actually, Calvin did take his refinery, but not the derrick yet. We have a bit of an air rush here. And we have a few pioneers attacking at long range. And we have a tech heavy mortar here attacking the guard tower. We have the mole mine layer that also deals heavy explosive damage. Loving the sky blue team car, it looks cool. Indeed, it does. It blends quite a bit with the ECA camouflage though. But overall, it's pretty cool. Pioneer firing back then sync kinda reminds me of the Terminator thing. Oh yeah. Wait. Do mole mines now clear garrisons? What? Okay.
Haven't they always cleared garrisons?
No, because before they couldn't even target civilian buildings. That was recently added, but I didn't know that they could do that. Interesting. They pushed units out of tunnels. Yeah, tunnels? Ah, yeah, they pushed units out of tunnels, yeah. Makes sense, makes sense. Well, here it was not pushed out, it was literally killed on the spot. But yeah, it's a recent change that now those can target garrisons and tech building as well. Mortar combat, yeah. Typical ECA fighting at long range. I don't remember all the changes that were already implemented, but there are quite a few that are planned for ECA. In 1.9, ECA will definitely not be anymore the very frustrating ultra defense oriented. It can still do uber defense, but it will be also more aggressive with the units. It will have units that will work.
Yeah, so sadly for this stream, the only real change that's been made is the smokes and tear gas and nerve gas didn't optimize.
Oh,
so
yes.
it's intensive.
Yeah. So this will reduce the chances of those particular abilities to crash the game. Someone's reactor just exploded. Yes, it was E. coli's. In the meantime, in the middle, but I don't know how, actually, because I didn't see any troops. It was probably Jaeger or something. Seems that Calvin is taking the advantage here. E. coli is falling back, trying to save as much money as he can. Still has the reinforcement pad. Coli's reactor went kaput. Jawohl. But here is a new one. And we have the first howitzer position. I think I heard Frank Jaeger stealing money. But he is nowhere to be seen. Again. Danger close barrage here. Oh! He was probably here, now he's probably over there, over there, over there. But yeah, he stole money twice. We have a mobile sensor array here. Oh, by the way, talked about this. Now the excavator benefits from the armor skirts. We have a sector fire control station. Sector scanner is only one mode of this beast. What is repairing? Oh, the Pandora has deployed itself. Now it can repair vehicles and buildings around it. Mortar barrage coming from the fire control station. Since the last time it was showcased, the fire control station now has been slightly buffed in that the time between the lock and the barrage effectively arriving has been shortened. Now it fires more rapidly, makes it a bit more easy to use. We have a cruise missile strike being attempted here. We have Wotan array, we have the marksman falling back. Yeah, didn't manage to kill anything. Calvin's trying to push, but wasn't good enough. Mortar strike kills the 2 infantry units that were there. We have the mortar track that has been also buffed. Now its deploy time has been reduced to 0, making it way more useful and way easier to use. Also, it repacks really fast and can do it on the move, so its mobility has been vastly increased. Both players have their super weapon up. That range though. Yep, that's making use of the battle network upgrade. Alright, this is how the excavator looks when it has the armor skirts. Okay, little push attempted here. Collie consolidating his front line was a good idea, though Cal is exploiting it as well. Yep. Both players seems to be on a similar level. Don't know exactly if one is better at PCA than the other. We have a Jagd Mammoth with those new armor piercing, with those new visuals on their shells that look absolutely great. Look at this. It doesn't care. If we could shoot the second shell. Panzerfaust didn't manage to kill those two. I hear a mortar track targeting, but there is no supporting one around it, so no strike. Have a bombardment by the howitzer position here. 2-3 shells. It's being carefully managed by by E. coli. This tower that is not firing because it's in detection mode, even if I doubt it would be of great help. Warhound trying to destroy the leopard. Success. Does the mortar track target sounds like the alien beep sound? I don't know. Never saw the movie Alien, but I trust you.
You never saw Alien?
It's not Alien? Eh, well.
I say you never saw it. It's a good
No,
movie.
I never saw that movie. I'm not very fond of you know, monster movies.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I know it's a classic. One day I will try it. But motion tracker beep. Okay. I'll trust you on that. I have actually no clue. Yak Mammoth taking critical shots at the enemy, but is being fired at too. Wotan's keeping the sky clear, but another Yak Mammoth is here as well. But that mortar track is dealing a lot of damage, making it very hard to counter. This Warhound does not have the range. And now it seems that Calvin is slowly but surely pushing. Solar Burst is ready for Calvin. Both players are at rank 4. And we have a bomblet strike, destroying a lot of troops here. We have a smart bomb and destroying a lot of artillery, giving some much needed time for E. coli. He's 1 minute away from having a complete super weapon. Yep, it's blinking, but he's not using it. So he's probably preparing to use it in conjunction with something else. He has a master plan. We have a forward tank bunker here. Vehicle dig out, sorry. The threat is being destroyed by mole mine layer. We have this one here, mortar and howitzer carrying ECS since first appearance. Stuff will change. Stuff will change. What an array. Taking care of the marksmen. It seems that E. coli's defense is very tight. Tried to destroy the solar relay but didn't succeed. Oh, the tigers. Yes! Just in the nick of time. Oof. There goes all the marksmen. Yep, the marksmen, those tigers were really close to destroy this relay though. Really, really close. Very good play. New war factory up, being constructed by E. coli. Already has one. E. coli managed to take the upper hand and now is rank 5. Has a full doctorate rank 2. But rank 2 or 3 doesn't allow it to outrange a mortar track. Speaking of mortar track, mole mine layer, speaking of which, they are sieging this area, but there is a howitzer position that has something to say about it. What is this? It's a radar helicopter. Which experimental tech equally will come? I don't know. I don't know yet. Since he already has the smart bomb, Pandora is an option. Since he has also a super weapon, it could work. What else? Manticore is a good choice for sport. Venom. Venom, I think, would be the least good idea for Ecoli. Because there is way too many defenses in here. But if he has an ID or he has a plan, I don't know, but I wouldn't go for a Venom in this situation, that's for sure. Infantry rush by Calvin, destroying Yagmamots. Equally doesn't have canister weapons, however there are a lot of mines in here. We have also a guard tower. I think he went for Manticore. Yes, he did. Pandora is the best and Venom the worst for this matchup. Not for this matchup, for this situation, because here he has like lots of defenses. Venoms are way too fragile to break through this. But Manticore, which Equally chose, is also a pretty good choice, in my opinion. But I don't know if Pandora would be ideal in this situation. And Calvin also is rank 5 now. Uses a drop and hasn't researched his protocol yet. We have a bomblet strike that destroyed a lot of units here. We have a Grand Slam. However, be careful of the Wotans. Yeah, it was a bit too careless. Dropped it way too far.
That was unfortunate timing on that Grand Slam.
Yeah, like there were like two Wotans here and one here, so yeah.
Yeah, the Wotans just dropped off the reinforcement pad, which is their deployment zones area.
Manticore is out. Still no choice for Calvin. Maybe we'll go protocol less. But if that was my guess, I would say that Calvin will go for Pandora, seeing that his Solar Burst is almost ready and that he has the upper hand. Plus, it's a very good counter to the Manticore. Even if that heavy... Oh! Nano Shield. Great timing. Okay, Mortar dig out is doing really good damage. We have an Elvil bot, and it seems that Calvin went for Manticore as well. At last looked like a reused Odin protocol concept. I don't think there was an actual concept for the Odin. Because it's basically the Starlifter with guns in terms of design. Then the machines respond to physical trauma. Yeah. And now we have the Grand Slam. This one. Oh, nice placement. And we have, oh, this one was nice. great attack of the solar burst by E. coli. We'll probably try to destroy this mortar thing before it destroys its super weapon. And E. coli loses his super weapon. Nice. But E. coli is on the attack. Rank 3 Manticore. That's gonna hurt. Oh, Frankieger disabling the Manticore. Bart Jones, thank you for the follow. Just saw the notification. Should really have some kind of alert or something. Because Anvil it protects anything in its vicinity. Vehicles, infantry, buildings, you name it. The only thing I'm not sure is aircraft. Aircraft too? Well. And now Calvin is on the counter-attack with his Manticore, already Veterancy 2. Bomblet strike. Very good choice to use the Yagmammoth. There is heavy damage to the Manticore. Falling back wasn't a yes! We have the Nano Shield again, saving the day. Do mortar tracks auto attack inside bunkers? Yes, they do. They behave completely like defenses. And we have the Manticore escorted by Yagmammoths and Leopards, and also weapons for anti-air, dealing a crap load of damage. Seems that E. coli won't have time to rebuild his Manticore. But Yagmammoth didn't stand a chance. War Factory falls, but Coli has a new Solar Burst. Doubt he will be able to do anything with it. Frank Yeager disabling the command center, and E. coli calls a quit. GG. Well, now as you can see, ECA Mirror is starting to be way more aggressive. Ouch. Sad, the meme is dead. Do we have more players? We have Composite Armor. Composite, do you want to play against E. coli?
Yeah, I can do.
Normal or arena?
Whatever you want to show off, really.
Well, if you could show off the Paladin, What's best for you?
Uh, I tried to show off an arena, but I'm good for whatever. I can't guarantee stellar gameplay, but I'll try and show off what I can.
Sure. Try to showcase all the variants if you can. All right.
Right, I'm gonna pop down, join Ecoline chat.
Sure. Can you create the game and all configure it? Thanks. So we have round 2 of Arena incoming. Oops. Join him. Yes, he did. All right. Have to wait until right, they are in a call, so Equali will be able to explain. Oops. Oh, nailed it. Right. Oh, my bad. Oh, seems that we lost composite armor. Why one needs to go China and one needs to go GLA for the bots? It's programmed that way. Don't ask me for the technical details. I have no clue. It's a player side set for the script. There you have your answer. I be ready. So we have a USA mirror. So in arena mode, both players start with very little money. I think it was 3,000. Not sure, but yeah, it's a fixed amount of money. He starts with unlimited power, and didn't they start with derricks before? Interesting. $2K. Whoa, harsh. Off map. Okay, so now the old derricks are off map. Okay, gotcha. Unlimited power, indeed. Militia tank spawn initiated. And we have 1 artillery, 2 Vulcans, 4 militia tanks. Derrick's off map. Coffin AI annoyance. Sure. Oh, there is an oil refinery. Didn't see it. It was hidden. We have also a hospital here, and I guess that on the other side it will be the same. Yes. Minions have spawned. And we already have Guardian runes in the field by composite armor. And E. coli leaves his cribs completely unattended. Recon drone got swatted in no time. Attempted diversion for the Vulcans. Only distracted the missiles though. That is actually very interesting. Seems that there were no big damage in here. And we have artillery firing at the Cerberus turrets. And it really looks like those Guardian drones are made for this job. Like killing, they kill the militia units in no time. It's even worse with the railguns. The artillery cannon is still here, firing shots at the Cerberus, the minimal damage. Tovi. The Tovi is... yeah, it seems good too, but it's way less impressive than the Guardian drones. Guardians ain't the most OP USA units in this mode. No. What would it be? Would it be the termites, maybe? Wasp hives? Yeah, wasp hives were always a headache to balance. I would guess that termite drones would be meant for here. We put like 3 or 4 on the road, since they do not reveal when they should. Could be fun. Then also militia units do not have staff protection. Someone went search and destroy, says Black Ranger. It is not composite armor since he is not tier 2, but it's indeed E. coli. And spear protocol for composites, I think, yep. I had to limit them for max and still debating removing the weapon. I'll let you choose. For the balance, I actually don't know what's best or not. But yeah, limiting them is something that now is being trendy, I guess. Needs strat center. Yes, Paladin needs strat center. It's a tier 2 unit. But for now, it seems that composite armor chose to go for both tier 1 buildings instead of going for tier 2. And I don't know if E. coli has chosen the armored divisions. There are a lot of militia artillery here. I don't know if it's normal. Or did they survive several waves? Here we have a termite drone. And I think that was... yep. Composite armor went for hold the line. Interesting choice. No, he's tier 2. Indeed! So we will probably see some paladins very soon. The Guardian drones have been already upgraded with their railguns. We have 2 artillery units here, militia artillery. Who is your good old paladin today? Maybe? We have the Cerberus turrets right here. And the attack got repelled. Cerberus turrets are very, very, very sturdy, so it's no cakewalk to get rid of them. Yeah, those may not be OP, but damn, are they good. Have a tomahawk launcher, supported by Colonel Burton. Militia artillery still dealing damage here. Who's dropping equalize? Okay. Widowmakers and shut down. We have more Avengers coming. Seems that for now composite armor has the advantage. Since both his Cerberus turrets are intact and those of Nikolai are at 50% health. Okay, let's try to find out what master plan do our tester have. We have some predator drones here protecting the area from a possible Burton sneaking in it. Clever. We have more Guardian drones. We have lots of Avengers here. More Guardian drones. More Guardian drones. No Paladins. We want, yeah, full on for Guardian drones. And now it seems that E. coli is on the push. We have rapid deployment here of a repair drone. Yeah, both players are at 5k in the bank. Going up fast, but none of the middle supplies have been taken yet. Yeah, Crusader took the risk of calling one of his dozers up front to repair the Cerberus turrets. Calculated risk, I'd say, because if Nikolai loses the Cerberus turrets, it can be very bad. And left Cerberus has been restored to almost full health, but the right one is at 30 to 40% health. And composite armor is still pushing relentlessly, but got repelled. We have the first Patriot truck field. So it is confirmed that composite armor went for the armored division. And the American artillery divisions are that's gonna be bad. Yeah. I think the repair drone got swatted. This is another one. Maybe spread it, I don't know, but yep. That artillery is really dealing some heavy damage. Patriot truck advancing a bit. I think that Nikolai didn't notice it yet. But I do not remember E. coli using a lot of air units. Oh! Have a drone lifter. Fully upgraded. Again, turn my drone. And we have paladins. All those are Tusk paladins. Oh, this one is a crab. And as you can see, the crab has a different cannon barrel. Let's see if we can see it in action. But the Tusk one has the default one plus the 2 PDL. Let's see if we can see the crab in action. But the new paladins look sexy. They do. They definitely do. There is no railgun in here, but yeah. Here you have the railgun one. Decimating the troops. I think that was friendly fire. Again, termite drones ruining the day. E. coli uses them for defense pretty well so far. Seems that the front line didn't really change, it's still in the middle of the area. Oh, we have the Paladin's tank moving. So yeah, the combination of the Tusk kit, the hold the line strategy, and the composite armor upgrade will make them pretty sturdy in my opinion. And we have here 3 railgun paladins. So, are you gonna fire? God damn it! Fire! Shoot! Look at this! So yeah, the Crab support kit has been renamed to Crab Linebreaker. that makes them more efficient against buildings, but less efficient against everything else. But still also completely immune to mines. And it is very, very powerful. Also, it looks damn cool with that highly explosive shell. So yeah, now it has been showcased, but yeah, I guess that in this situation the railgun is way more useful. Oh, you have another crab here. Both of Equali's first line of turret has been destroyed. Railgun paladins clearing the field. Oh yeah, so to summarize now, the paladin by default is still as you know it, but it can be specialized in 3 things: either killing tanks, or killing structures, or just being better at support, with better health and better PDL. Also, one slight disadvantage of the crab line breaker is that the shell accuracy is not 100% like the others. It can swing left or right, but for its intended role it's barely noticeable. But if you try to use it as a area of effect anti-tank, it won't be that good. Even keep in mind that even if you have another kit, it has 1 PDL by default. If you have the Tusk, you will have 3. Whoa, there is an entire wall of railguns here. Not gonna be easy to break through. God damn. And we have a B-52 carpet bombing. Also, to be noted that many explosions were explosion effects got reworked alongside with the new paladin. More to come. Like, the game will be completely overhauled in that regard. Oh, sneaky breaky. Oh, using seals? Are those Navy seals? Yes, they are. Yeah, but not the smartest idea to drop them right next to Vulcans. But it was a nice diversion, regardless. How do I jump? Space? What? Why jump? Why do you want to jump? It seems that composite armor is now switching to search and destroy, which will be very useful for his paladins, especially the railgun ones. They fire in full continue like this for hours if you do not interrupt them. Mobile. Seems that for now composite armor has the advantage, but it does not have the way to really capitalize on it. Artillery fire is very concentrated, so may stop composite armor from really making heavy damage. Tries and 18 strike destroyed 3 paladins, but there are a lot more railgun paladins here. Hello, Lasai. Oh, that's a lot of Black Hawks. I hear enforcers. It seems that composite armor is trying everything that USA has to break through. It seems that Ecolai does the same, but to defend himself. Has shifted, is way below now. But Nikolai is slightly pushing up. And we have Widowmakers coming. Enforcer blocking the way. Not gonna be a cakewalk. Those are creeps. I saw some movement, so I was wondering. Repair drone coming. Here we have a crab, a tusk, paladin. Hello. Stuff is incoming, but tusk or not, it cannot target ballistic missiles. That's why now he has Avengers. Carpet bombing. Ooh, nice one. And here is the push. However, there are microwave tanks here blocking the path. Oh, there are lots of rangers dropped by those Blackhawks. There is the rank 5, so TMD. We may see the Atlas from both players since both are rank 5. We have the Spectre gunship. Now the push is real. Yep, seems that Equali is being pushed back hard. But there is still the second line of Cerberus turrets. Tech buildings will fall for Equali. Would have grabbed it, would have been faster. Yeah, I absolutely love the design of the crab. The crab paradise. And here is the Atlas. It seems that... And so now I can talk about the rework of the Atlas. The Atlas cannot deploy its support drones at will like it did before. Now he basically has 3 kits, and the choice he makes is permanent, and the drones cannot be destroyed. So either he can deploy PDR drones, repair drones, or the Stingray drones. That means that the Stingray drones cannot be destroyed anymore. Yes, Lasai, it's the arena game mode. All factions do have the ability to get money from kill. It's a special map. As you can see, there are some very unique units here, and we have here Equali having his own Atlas. Well, couldn't even finish my sentence. And it got sniped pretty easily. Ezreal has been deployed. Whoops. A10 gunship shooting in the void. Oh, nice attempt using the Spectre, trying to force the shoot on the missiles on the Atlas. Didn't succeed, sadly. And the Atlas will get rid of the War Factory. Tusk Paladins are really beefy. What's that? Oh, it was... Oh, nice! A new militia unit. When does this one happen, Skit? Is it when you breach the second line of Cerberus? As well as the militia heavy tanks? Kill the player buildings. Yeah, so it happens really late game. Heavy tanks do real damage, but this one is completely invincible. It will go nowhere. Mini scout launcher. Yeah, pretty much. And E. coli has been defeated. GDI Mammoth tank. Yeah, it's just for the militia mini faction. Not really the Mammoth tank, but yeah, close to. Boom. Right. E. coli. Do we have more players? One last match, maybe a regular one? I will host a match. Militia is sort of a recruit on the map. No, it's not a recruit on the map. It's only for this special mode. Wait. I went for I'll take that as a yes. And we have Russia versus random. And it will be Russia versus GLA. So yeah, let's say I will explain what arena game mode is. Arena game mode is a mode where all players start with all their production buildings right from the get-go. Very limited economy, 2k per player. And if they lose those production buildings to barracks, airfields, or command center or war factory, they cannot rebuild them. They also have Cerberus turret to help them, which attack ground, air, and detect stealth. And there are a few tech buildings that can be captured. And they can militia cannot be recruited. It spawns automatically every 35 seconds, as you can see. So we have composite armor going for the tech structures pretty quickly, and E. coli scouting with his radar Mishka. Also, players are limited in what they can and cannot do. Some units are limited, some are completely unavailable. General's power are limited too. Messages. Sorry. No, wait. Not important. What's that? The most reliable source of income for all factions in arena mode is basically killing the enemy. Oh, Fireport's Mishka. Interesting. So Fireport's Mishka now are not default when purchasing the assault armaments. There are one of 3 kits that you can choose for the Mishka, and they can only have 2 units inside. Rocket buggies. I wonder how Canyox would fare on this kind of map. That would be interesting to see. Is there a choice of the militia units by the player? It's determined. It's completely determined. It's always for. Yep. So if I understood correctly, it's 4 militia tanks, 2 Vulcan APC, and 1 artillery unit. And depending on certain conditions, they will be upgraded. Not upgraded, but they will have more powerful units such as heavy tanks or those missile artillery. Also, keep in mind that your ally killing creeps will not give you any money nor any general's experience. So you need to be aggressive. And you also need to preserve your units. So those Schmel troopers can be deadly for rocket buggies. What was that? Ah, mismatch. Yeah, it's the AI that is this. I don't know what caused the mismatch. I just saw an explosion in the middle and then it's mismatched, so... Probably the ship middle. Ah, okay. I really want to make an arena match. Fine. So what do we have? We have a Russian mirror. And it looks like E. coli has already spent all his money and is rushing tier 2. Tier 1, sorry. Composite armor spent less initially and he went for... I don't know what. He went for a Kodiak and a conscript, and 2 conscripts. And time to rock and roll. E. coli has more anti-tank infantry. He's looking for making damage immediately. Radar Mishka up front. It's a risky maneuver. Nice diversion using the smokes. Nice. Breaking the lock, even if it's brief, it's always useful. And it seems that composite armor took the upper hand. But there are 2 RPG conscripts in this windmill. Smokes. Also taking advantage of the Cerberus. Which one is it? Celebrus. Celebrus, not Cerberus. Celebrus turrets. Tank our battle master model. No, I think they are slightly different. But yeah, Yo, Morakar! How are you tonight? Games after this one? Sure. Sure, I can play versus you, or if you just finish a contra session. Well, if nobody faces you, I will. Sorry. Back to the game. What would you prefer, Marakar? Normal or arena? Try some arena. Ah, fine. I wanted to play some. So, chat, tell me, which faction do you want me to showcase? Original. I don't know. Right. Yeah. I'm following also the conversation with one eye last time as well. Originally from CNC General. Oh, didn't even know that existed. I thought it was Battle Master. Anyway, do you want me to showcase any particular faction? Any? Well, to be honest, there were a lot of units that were that have been added into Rise of Dreads that were concepts in the early stage of generals, like the Guardian Drone, the Repair Drones, etc. Those were implants. GLA or China? Okay. Can you show me the right center side of the map for a second? Right, this? You mean you're worried about the heroic marks or something? Odd. I don't know. Goliath. Oh yeah, Goliath system is no longer a locked behind a GP, so yeah. I think we do have some cruise missiles being thrown here. That may mean that we have, yes, we have the Kanyuk. The beautiful Kanyuk. That Ecola is particularly fond of Fireport Mishka. Yeah, those have very, very long range. Russia planes have some changes. Yep, there is a new one. No grumbles. Well, grumbles would not be the biggest solution here. You need some anti-air interception. You would need Tunguska. There's a new countermeasures. Yeah, they have countermeasures now. with the same upgrade as the Goliath, which is this one. This upgrade grants Goliath to helicopters, Arena to sentinels and maulers, and also countermeasures for all the planets. But yeah, you can see the range of this thing is pretty insane. Interesting, he chose to have one Sokol here. One Barricade. I heard the grumble, I was distracted by the Goliath. Both players are rank 2. Oh. Dodged. In extras. You never know how to use Russian planes and planes in general. Yeah. I think that with the introduction of the Kanyuk we will have more use of Russian planes. It's not the easiest thing to learn, but yeah, it's always fun. Goliath again, destructing the grumble, but I think this one. Yep. That's fine, Marakar. That's perfectly fine. I'm sorry I couldn't face you. It will be for another day, promise. And we have Boris. Don't look ready. We'll play another time. Yeah, sure. Looking forward to it. Sentinels are part of this. Yet again, we have some heavy bombardments here. It seems that the fight. Ah, both players use Kanyuks now. And Nikolai is dropping. Nope. Alright. Just the network acting up a bit. But a big air-to-ground missile. Yep. It's basically the Russian equivalent of a Tomahawk missile. I will try to follow up the next takeoff of the Kanyuk if I can. It's not landing. Yep. But yeah, it's really a very interesting unit. What range? Yeah, it's an artillery. It's very powerful, has very long range, very hard to intercept, but you can only have a maximum of 4. And it's also darn expensive and not by a GB. It's definitely one of the coolest concepts that will be added in 1.9. Basically 1.9. Ooh! Did I hear a topple? Yes, I did. Seems that Equali went for 2 cognacs. Composite armor went for 1, 2. Still has his bearcoot in the air. They also went for a topple M. So yeah, it's gonna be a long range. So 1 missile before go the airfield so we can spam flash. Of course. Oh yeah, of course on arena map you cannot it's harder to gauge because of course this map is long, so it's not the same thing. Prepare missile again and again falling into the ball. What are the limits of nukes in arena skit? 1 topple and 1 silo, or can you have all the 4 topples? It's 1 silo. Yeah, that's like default, yes. Remember if I unit can block topples. But so far I see only 1 topple. No, wait, there are 2 here. Where's the supply being built? And more nukes. And canyon. Since that composite armor is going heavy. Oops. Something tells me that oops, yeah, I forgot to count block. Oh well, 4 topples, what could go wrong? And you can't have your super weapon executed. Yeah, but the thing with topple is that they are way too far. Sorry. Like you can have up to 4 of them, but oh, we have armory. Armor reserves. Sorry. But if you count lock them, the problem is that the GPU itself will be pretty difficult to enjoy. So unless you limit them to 2 plus silo, I don't know. Because 1+1 seems a bit too much. But in any case, I would suggest to remove entirely the MIRV upgrade. Because such a narrow map, it's like a death sentence. Are they going to give the Topple M to the... Not as a super unit, Devant Gaming. It will be a unit, but it will not be the super unit. Max of 1. For the 1v1, yes. Yeah, for the 1v1 it makes more sense. But in that case you can keep the MIRV. So they still get the Black Bear. Yes, every Russian general gets the Black Bear. Sure. None of the generals get the super units. Hello, Hunter! Good evening. No faction, no general gets a specific super unit, but some of them get benefit from general specific upgrades. Like for instance, the Chinese Sunstorm benefits from the Napalm upgrade, the Black Napalm from General Mao. So they are just special units. The Topple M are just special units, yes. Unique units. That's right. Why? That the first line of defense of E. coli has fallen, and now a real problem will start. We have 2 Topple launcher, 4 of them actually. Where is the silo though? I think he hasn't built the silo. Both players are at rank 4. So, given the amount of destruction that is everywhere, I think we will soon see Black Bear. Right, we have the Gorgon here that has been a bit reworked. Now, the Gorgon is a tier 1 unit, not tier 2. But in exchange, by default, it doesn't have the precision fire mode. It gets the precision fire mode back by having the advanced artillery system at tier 2. How about a super topple for Russia with MRAV, and every MRAV is required from China? A bit too much. But you already have the MRAV being a super nuke. nuke and 2 nukes. Nukes still forcing the line. Seems that composite armor again is massing a lot of his forces here. Prepare for a gigantic attack, but nukes must be powerful. Yeah, they should be powerful, they shouldn't be OP. It's just weird that he is not using the MIRVs. If I could showcase them, you would see what how powerful they are. Have a golem with coil guns. We have a drop here. We have like 2 drops. 2 armor drops, yep. Crapload of sentinels. For the keen eyes amongst you. I have noticed that they have all abilities. Those like eagles. Yep. Seems that golems good against militia. Golems give them a long range. That's good. Satellites used by both players. We have Heinz here. We have 2 topples, 3. The 4th should be close too. Touche. And we have the first fob that will die. Both players are rank 5. Do we have a black bear somewhere? We have a Kanyuk, but we have no black bear here. Here, we do not have a black bear either. We have a lot of Heinz. We have still the Kanyuks bombarding the area. We have 3 topples that are ready. Never had spicy for before. Yep, the weasels, they are called, are not that good at frontline attacks. Grumbles are mental against those mines. Oh, spares are distracting for a long time. What do we have? It looks like armor reserve. Is it the DB? I don't know. Probably dropped before. Ew. Now we have some mortar machines. They have terrible accuracy, but against such a blob it doesn't matter. completely repel the attack. Best thing would be a black bear, but I think that will not happen. But I definitely has the funds to do so, but oh, Composite armor has it, but he is black bear. I didn't know about the peppers, to be honest. I'm not very fond of eating pepper that is so strong that it will melt your mouth away. But yeah. I like spicy food, but that spicy, I think it's just self-torture. So, yes, the attack has now begun with the heavy hardware. We have the long-range missiles. And we also have the heavy tanks somewhere in the live. It's dead now. We have a shock trooper here. Enjoying moderate. Yeah, I guess so, but yeah, I don't know. Like, for instance, for New Year's Eve, I took a shot glass of an Italian alcohol that is 90 degrees, 90% strong. It's like 90 degrees of alcohol to drink is something interesting. It completely puts your mouth to sleep. Recycle upgrade when it gets big inside. Yeah, the USA 30, yes. You will want it. Yep, definitely. This thing can kill all the variants of the coronavirus in one go. Yeah, like it was a shot glass, but I couldn't drink it in one go because this thing is done. But it's pretty good. Well, seems that Eagle Eye has decided to go for nukes as well. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. Are there any changes planned for the recycler? Hunter, I'll let you answer this one. Russian man. There you have your answer, Womley. Yeah, I don't, Skid, I don't know if this is fixable, but at some point the creeps only attack the, how do you call it? The solar plant, which is obviously, yeah, it's an AI bug. Cannot do anything about it, I guess. That's fine. Because if you are at that point, quite frankly, it means that the rest of your army may follow soon. Steel attack things set some reason invulnerable almost. Ah yes, if you give it invulnerable, it cannot be targeted by any kind of damage. By script flag or any. Interesting. I think we're good for today. We've been streaming for 2 hours. Apparently not. One more? Whoops. Where is composite armor gone? No, I think they are done.
I am anyway.
Yeah, that's fine. It was already very good matches for today. It's perfectly fine. So thanks a lot for playing composite, and also Ecolai and Calvin and everyone who joined. Alright, with that said, I will close it off. And thank you everyone who attended. And I will see you very soon for more. Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.